And what's good, what's poppin', what's cracking, everybody? I'm Nina.
I'm Mo.
And this is JustCuz, episode 2. Consistency. I'm happy.
I just want to start with Am I the Problem?
Let's just get right to it then.
Okay, so Am I the Problem? Okay, first it was a situation where somebody, I don't even have my phone. Somebody texted me and they just sent me like their itinerary for their trip, and it was like, this is what we're doing, these are the dates, you're welcome to come.
Okay.
I don't feel like that was a way to invite me.
How would you much rather, how would you have rather it gone?
Hi, this is what I'm doing on these days at this time for this event.
Yeah.
I would love for you to come.
Yeah.
Are you available?
I agree. I feel like the invite was kind of like passive. Like, I mean, you can come or not come, it really don't matter.
But I feel like it was genuine. I just feel like they don't know no better. Like, they don't know to properly invite me.
I mean, are you going?
No.
Are you going because of the invite? Or
no, it's a cruise, and it's a 5-day cruise, and I would never be on a boat for 5 days. That was terrible.
I have a question. How do you feel about going on like random trips with like random women, because there's like a group or there's like a travel group, and like these are the girls that want to travel, and so versus going with your friends, you go with just this random group of girls because you want the experience, you want to be able to travel?
I would do it as long as I had my own room.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say like, oh, I would do it if it's like a travel group and not like a group of girls already clicked up, but I don't care if you're already clicked up. Y'all will still like me, so I would go. I just don't want to share a room with you if I don't know you.
I feel like maybe having a separate room in living accommodations makes it a little better.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm not comfortable going out with somebody I don't know, regardless. Like, you could be right up the street.
Oh, really?
To go have lunch. No, I don't know you. Like we have had to have enough like conversations or interactions or like I know you through somebody I do fuck with, to where I'll feel comfortable now with us like linking up. But to go like out of town, out of the country, out of the state with like random strangers, I don't feel safe.
Would you go out of the state, out of town, out of the country alone?
Alone? Honestly, I think that's on my to-do list.
Have you gone anywhere alone?
No, I don't like doing things alone normally. I don't. So like, yeah, no. But I would like to try. Like, I would like to be that secure and like, not even secure, but just like be okay with my own company. But usually I would like to go with at least one other person somewhere. So
I've never done the trip alone. Like, I've done the getting to the destination alone. Like,
gotcha.
I've done the drive alone, I've done the flight alone, but I've always met somebody there. But I really do want to go by myself. But I do stuff by myself, so that's like the lot. That I've never taken a whole trip by myself or went to the movies by myself.
Would you go would you prefer to go out of the state by yourself or out of the country by yourself?
I don't care.
Just somewhere.
Because I have done both meeting somebody though. So
there was enough of the journey process where you technically were alone.
And then in a lot of situations I've been ready to go, like because I didn't like the group that I was with, and I was like, it would have been better if I was just alone.
I feel like people that are comfortable traveling alone, like they have the best stories. Like when I listen to people that go like backpacking in fucking Europe and they just stay at like hostels and they just like figure it out. It sounds really exciting and it seems like it's adventurous and it's like one hell of a story. I'm just like,
I wouldn't do the backpacking. Like I wouldn't put myself in danger. But I would go. Have you ever stayed at a bed and breakfast? They are so cute.
It sounds like a time.
So I've only stayed at one in New Orleans, and it was these gay white men. They were the cutest. They were so cute. But they had this really nice house. They had like 16 bedrooms. It was nice as shit. Every bedroom had a bathroom connected, and they made us breakfast and I think one other meal. Of course, we don't want to eat, you didn't have to, but they cook really well. They had like nice clean pets. It was really nice.
It seems like a home away from home, and I like that experience. I think that's why I do Airbnbs, because it kind of gives you a sense of a home away from home.
Yeah.
But I was watching a lot of Bon Appetit on
what is that?
Vice. Bon Appetit. It started off as It was a host. He would like go to these different like cannabis friendly like restaurants, and they would like show you how they infused cannabis inside of their food, and then it turned into like a cooking contest. It was really fucking fire. But one of the episodes, he went to a bed and breakfast, and they were like, wake up, you got like joints rolled, like and I think,
is that included? Like
it's included. And I think with our group of peers, we could definitely plan something like that. Like a bed and breakfast experience. You wake up, you have food. I love to cook, you know what I mean? We can have food, we can have joints rolled, we got a bomb, we got hookahs, and like you can do yoga if you want to. There's beautiful scenery.
So you want to do it like a country setting or a city vibe? Because what if we had hookah on a rooftop in the city with food?
That's cool. I would want to do like a cabin. Like wake up, you see mountains. It's just like a renewing type of thing. Isn't that pretty and nice? No, you want the city. You want
hot tub. I want to go to the hot tub.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like how all cabins have hot tubs. Like it's standard. If you get a cabin in the mountains,
that's what I went there for. It was 14 degrees and I was in the hot tub. But it was so amazing. It was beautiful. Do you want another shot?
Let's do it.
I don't really want one. But.
I feel the 3 shots we took already.
We took 3?
Yeah.
I thought
2 as soon as you walked in because you had to get the vibes right.
Okay.
And then the one on camera.
Okay, so that was a whole thing. How do you want to be invited? Okay. So
can I do my and my problem?
I didn't know you had
It's not that deep. It's not as deep as that.
Problem. You always got a scenario.
That's not true.
Go off.
I just consider other people's perspective. Am I the problem for expecting basic level customer service at Little Caesars? Am I the problem? Because let's talk about it. Little Caesars was fired because you walked in, you got a hot and ready pizza for $5.30. Walked in, $5.30, my high and ready pizza, deuces, I'm out. A 2-minute transaction at best. Now, not only have they gone up on the prices, now $7.20. Okay, I can't do a walk-in.
High and ready is $7.20?
Yes,
you're lying.
I promise. First of all, you walk in, they're not hot and ready. You have to order, you're sitting there, you're waiting.
You're lying.
I just went through, that's why I'm trying to figure out, am I the problem?
So hot and ready is being $7.20.
I mean, inflation is real, but the whole allure is the fact that I can walk in and walk out. That's not what I experience ever.
That's insane.
It's always a super awkward person taking people's orders. It's always understaffed. It's one person doing registers. They're back there boxing pieces. They're back there tossing and turning and putting it inside of the oven.
So you want me to ask her if you're the problem?
Yeah.
Okay. On this side you're the problem, on that side you're not the problem. Which one you want to hear first?
Whichever you feel is fit.
The reason you are the problem is because Hot and Ready's like, I understand like 15 years ago, you believing, because that's when when did you start? Did you always eat Little Caesars growing up, or was that like a teenage thing?
Definitely freshman year high school type.
Okay, yeah. So around 15 years ago, plus almost 20 years ago.
Don't put my age on there. No,
sorry, suburban mom.
That's fine.
You was eating Hot and Ready's and customer service was decent because, like, average rent was like $700. So that could be a grown functional person working for that amount of money and doing their job properly.
Oh, you're getting
so you should not believe in this day and age. No one has a job. No one wants to work. You would not go in Little Caesars and help them out. They are understaffed and underpaid because no matter how much they're paid, it's not enough. And you coming in here and you bitching about this $7 ass pizza.
Whoa. I did not bitch to them. Time out. Flag on the play.
You did it. Thank you for not bitching to them. But you want to know if you're the problem. So you're the problem for having a problem with something that you're expecting this.
No.
For the person.
I'm not the problem, and I know I'm not the problem because this is the thing. I'm not asking for you all to be like, hello, madam, please take a seat here. Would you like a beverage upon your way? I'm not asking for that type of service. But at least greet me when I walk in the fucking door. You know what I mean? At least greet me. And if you are advertising hot and ready, make the motherfuckers hot and ready. I want to walk in and walk in.
For $7, that's why you're not the problem. Because for $7, you should definitely be able to get your pizza hot and ready.
I should not be in Little Caesars, no shade, because I know that they're better in different places. But no reason I should be walking in Little Caesars waiting 15, 20 minutes for a $7 pizza.
And that's why you're not the problem. You're not.
So we just circle back on that problem.
Okay.
What are your takes on Mountain Dew?
Why would you drink that? You drink it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's so, like, I just feel like Mountain Dew just reminds me of, like, I don't even want to talk about it because I'm going to offend some people.
I know, I was about to say.
I'm not even going to go there. It's just, it gives, I can smell the person, I can see the person, I know, but I can see
you know what kind of teeth they have.
Yeah.
You know what they have, boy.
Like, Mountain Dew, you should not be drinking Mountain Dew past the age of, like, what, 12?
Mellow Yellow is the same thing as Mountain Dew.
Shout out to Mellow Yellow. I have not heard Mellow Yellow in so long.
It is probably not a thing. I hope it's not a thing.
I have not. Maybe it doesn't. That's like a Fruitopia. We don't see Fruitopias anymore. Remember
no,
that?
that's not a thing anymore. Yeah. Damn. R.I.P. to our childhood. It's time to grow up.
Did you like the we're just going all over the place, but did you like the Nature's Valley like granola oats and oats and honey?
The one that crumbled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so delicious.
I will still eat that.
Me too.
Okay, yeah.
Try
I'm still
this
smashing
one.
it. Yeah, crumbs everywhere. What? How did you go from, where was we on?
Because I remember in middle school, I would go to the vending machine and I would get a Fruitopia and then I would get a Nature's Valley oats and honey. Like we went together.
Is that what you ate for your lunch?
No, that was just because I wanted to go to the vending machine.
Oh, that's what I would eat for my lunch, like a Fruitopia and something.
Wow.
Usually like Snickers and the chips.
At what point did you stop eating school lunch?
Ooh, so I took my lunch to school in elementary. I don't ever think I ate school lunch, babe.
I was so excited. This just shows you how much of an internally badass I am. Or no, it's coming externally now. But anyway, I could not wait to go to middle school because like when we did the tour of middle school, they had like a potato bar. I was like, oh, it's about to go. I'm about to go off.
Our middle school had a potato bar?
I went to Duluth Middle School for a while. And then,
when?
First of all, it was a traumatizing experience.
What grade did you go to Duluth?
This was 6th grade. But before I came to Pittsville, I was at Imagine.
What's a while? 30 days?
First semester, first quarter, whatever the first half
I
is.
think it was the whole first day. I remember you like my whole career.
No, because y'all were clearly in the swing of 6th grade before I came. That's why I had to go over and beyond the trauma.
You know why I didn't notice? Because you were in that other room. You weren't in my main room. You were. We never had a class together.
Yes, we did. That's how we hung out. We were in social studies together, and that's how we were in social studies or English together, and we went to like the book fair together. It was me, you, Erica, I want to say her name is Jasmine, and I remember like we went as a group. You remember when we had the substitute and we made her cry? I don't remember that. You wasn't in my class then. There's no way you was in my class. The hell else did we go to the book fair together as a group? Both of our home rooms was teams, so we probably went as a team. We were on the same bus. We were in the same science class for sure. I know that. Who was your science teacher? The blonde hair lady, short blonde hair, shortcut. She was dating Mr. Bell. Yeah, Miss Rubin. But ooh, you hurt my ankle. Okay, I'm seeing Jesus Christ. Oh, man, it's gonna be a cold night. Right, it's about to rain. I hate that. I'm there now. Okay, anyway. But I don't remember you from class. I remember you from life, but I would never say we had a class together. Okay, well, I can't convince you. It could be me. It is. You're the problem in this particular sense. You've never said that. That's crazy. Okay. So, am I the problem? Because I don't want men to have podcasts. Stop. Yeah, okay. We need to elaborate. What do you Okay. Am I the problem because I have like a stereotype when I think of men with podcasts? Okay, what's your stereotype with men with podcasts? I instantly think that it's
a man or a group of men gossiping.
Okay.
I don't like that.
My idea, because I'm selective with what podcasts I consume, I only watch like comics.
Right.
So when I think of a male podcast, I just think of like dudes just sitting around, they're just kind of shit. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm hogging.
Yeah.
They're just shooting the shit, you know what I mean? They're having a good time, they're just talking. And I don't know, I feel like sometimes the way that I think and the way that I present myself, sometimes some women would label me as a pick-me. I've come to that conclusion within this past.
I've been labeled a pick-me. Am I a pick-me?
I don't know. I feel like if you're not male bashing and you just kind of vibe with dudes, oh, she's a pick-me. No, I just feel like you was just mindset.
I get what they be saying about you, bitches.
Right, like I feel like I'm sorry, I can't relate.
Feeling them. But yeah, I've been labeled a pick-me. But niggas don't be okay. I don't know if this. We'll get back to it.
Okay.
But I don't like either sex bashing each other.
Thank you. Me neither. I don't like it.
It looks just like it's so tasteless and it makes me cringe. Like, why do you hate women so much? Why do you hate men so much? Maybe you get what you attract.
I 100% believe you are what you attract. Like, I think that if you keep talking about or having experience with ain't shit people, maybe you're an ain't shit person because that's what you keep attracting.
And
like,
this is your karma and this is what you
deserve. Like, if it becomes a trend, then maybe, like, what is the common denominator?
There's no way all men are terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I like men, so I'm just not gonna like men.
I just feel like
they're just eating it up.
I just feel like this is the flip side to everyone having the ability to have a platform. It's just a bunch of hurt people wanting to talk about how hurt they are. And then it's pushed and we think that it's a norm, but dare I say that there's just as many, if not more, healthy relationships between men and women than there aren't. We just always hear the negative.
That's good. Okay, that's hopeful.
Yeah.
So am I the problem? Because I still don't think men need to be gossiping, but I feel like I also support toxic masculinity subconsciously. And that was my next point. It's not am I the problem, this is just segue.
Yeah.
We're here now. Welcome back. Okay. Do you give men the grace and patience to be, I wrote down soft, but I don't mean soft.
Yeah.
I mean
vulnerable.
You know.
Yeah.
Wishes.
Yeah, I think so. But then again, I don't have that many substantial or real connections, relationships with men.
Going to my next point. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really have like real relationships with anybody outside of like my husband and like family members or men that I've known a super long time. But even then, it's like it's
Surface
not.
level.
It's very surface level. So there's never an opportunity or a situation where I would have to grant them grace. You know what I mean?
So,
And I deal with an unemotionally available husband, so we don't deal with emotions much.
so Brett, my baby daddy, has this thing where he goes ill.
Yeah.
And he says ill to stuff. And as a man, I don't feel like you should be able to say ill. Am I the problem? Is that toxic?
How's he saying it?
I don't know. It could be like a food he hasn't tried before, and I'll be like, oh, they paired this with this, and he'll be like, ill.
I think that's a bit much.
And I'm like, what's ill about it?
Let that man say ill. When men start using lingo that women use, then it's a problem, such as
Not
like,
the.
it's a this for me. Or,
It's the.
Not
I hate
she.
Not the. I hate that.
Yeah. Not the da da da. Like when it comes to that, yeah, maybe. But like men saying ill, like ill.
He said ill.
If he said ill like that, then maybe.
He didn't drag.
Right. If he drags the www, then yes.
Like no, Miss Mama, no, he's not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of segues into Okay, you saw the video I sent you where the Caribbean woman was dancing? Okay. Yeah. The Caribbean was dancing all the way. And Caribbeans, they're very aggressive when they dance. And the caption was like, this is why I have to date inside my culture because American men wouldn't understand this.
Yeah.
Was that dancing or are you hunching?
I mean, for me, a conservative from the South, that was hunching.
Yeah, I was hunching.
But I definitely understand, like, in many different islands and Latin countries even, that's just how they dance and that's what it is. Like, you don't have to have any type of feelings here. This is just us dancing.
Would you do that in front of your parents? With your husband?
Me personally, no. But people from that culture will, 100%.
When in Rome.
So that caption makes sense. Like, I have to date someone who's either like born into my culture and or understands. Because if you don't see it the same way, you're gonna get offended.
Culture.
Yes and no, because yes, Jude is Jamaican. He's not like the stereotypical one. Okay. First of all, he's first generation American, so he's really more of a Jersey nigga than he is a Jamaican. And his parents are like super Christian, conservative. They're not at the dance hall. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So would they see that and accept it as their behavior, or would they be like, no?
No, they would be like, no, you're doing too much.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But Ariel, who is, her mom is from Antigua, and she grew up going to like Carnival.
I she was Caribbean. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, so like she grew up going to like Carnival and like to these different parties. Like from young, she was like whining and she's dancing, and that's just what it is. Like that's just the culture.
Very normal.
So like the same way that we have subcultures in like American Black culture, there's subcultures in the island and the Caribbean too.
So I was gonna say, but whatever. Can men and women be friends?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. And I'm struggling with this currently.
Okay.
I feel like maybe that's how I handle male relationships is always at a surface level. Like, what's up, fam? You know what I'm saying? Like, we may see each other at a group event, but as far as like you thinking you can call me anytime, you thinking that we're gonna be like talking on the phone for hours, like you can just FaceTime me anytime. We're like having like private.
Nobody should do that though.
I feel like you calling me randomly is one thing, but then like a dude calling me is something different.
But I don't even call you randomly.
You don't call me randomly, but it would still be okay.
I wouldn't call you at like 3 in the morning, like, listen. Because
I can appreciate that, like, you still have those rules. Because I think we grew up with those, like, after 9, like, or at a certain time, like, you don't call people's house. And I don't like that people just pick up the phone and call or FaceTime. Text me first.
And let me know, like, hey, I'm about to hit you on FaceTime. Yeah, you might not be in a position. So, so I saw something that was like, if you think that man is your friend, you're stupid. And I really do be thinking men are my friends. Like, I know I can get at any time, but I really think we're friends. Mm-hmm. And then when I find out that you want to like me, and then I'm like, oh.
I feel like, of course, like we only speak from our personal experiences. I think the reason why I'm not necessarily comfortable with opposite sex friends, first of all, my parents didn't have that. I kind of grew up feeling like boys couldn't come over to the house or call, you know what I'm saying? So it was always this like energy of it's more than just like a friendship, right? Mm-hmm. And then what is it? Wait, what was your point? Sorry, the
men and women being friends.
No. What did you say like right before I started talking? Oh my god. We only speak for experiences. And I feel like any dude that has acted like he was my friend secretly, like really liked me, he was just acting like a friend because he couldn't get to that level. But if given the opportunity, yes.
So is it men's fault that men and women can't be friends? Men will, yes it is.
I think it's both. Because I think that I think that learning to like a person is a thing. I feel like sometimes at first glance, at first like hookup or whatever, you're like, I don't really like him like that. Like he's just cool, not hookup like, just like link up. I like first time meeting somebody, right? But let's say you start hanging out more and more and more and more.
Work relationship.
Yeah,
that's
like
how they always start. Like you would never deal with them in real life.
Yeah, but once you start seeing them every day, you start to find something to like about them.
We like the same this, and we grew up here together, and da da da. Like now you have a connection. We hate this job together, so. Yeah, we bond over bullshit.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a man thing as to why it can't be. But I will say there are some men out there who can genuinely just keep it on a friendship level. And I think it's the guys that be on some creep shit that makes it to where you don't believe that it's possible.
Okay.
Because aren't some of the coolest guys you know dudes that like never tried you for real? Even if it was like little flirting here and there, it was never like I'm about to try you.
Yeah, the ones that I could just kick it with them.
Yes.
My favorite ones is the ones that talk shit about me. That's been on.
Oh, it's still on or it's off?
It's off.
Oh, okay.
The one that talks shit about, like, if a man come up to me and he be like, oh, what your ugly ass doing? Like,
that's flirting.
Like, pick on me. Like, I love for a man to pick on me and kick it. But yeah, no. The best relationships are ones that's like when they little bro me.
Yeah.
And I want to be little bro. And I hate when you take me out of that. Like, don't flirt. I am gay.
How do you flirt? Because apparently I can't flirt.
I don't know. Like, you know, some girls like to flirt, like play fighting. I'm not that girl. I hate that. That irritates me. That's worse than a pick me. Do not let me see you play fight with no man in front of me. I'm like, ew, sit down.
What is play fighting?
You want to wrestle?
No, I'm not wrestling.
I can beat your ass.
I think that walking up and saying like, what your ugly ass doing? Like, that's like low-key bullying, picking on, aka play fighting.
Oh no, so play fighting is like, remember when NBA Youngboy and Janean, she was like, I bet you can't pull me.
I'm not doing that at my grown age. No.
Yeah, that's play fighting. So, exactly why I hate to see it. I don't know how to flirt.
Me neither. I feel like you just gotta know that I like you. Like,
I think about you. That's how
I was watching a St. John interview. St. John was on Breakfast Club, and he was just saying like the reason why he likes strip clubs is not so much of like them being naked, but it's just like the art of seduction, like which is a lost art kind of. Like,
yeah, because I'm not.
Yeah, like the fact that you can walk up and like seduce me with like looks or just conversation to make me really believe that there's something that could happen here, and you really have no intention of taking it there. I would love to be a sultry seductress.
So you like what, like a man would like when somebody gives him blue balls?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm saying if that's somebody that I do want to take it there with, I would like the ability to be able to be like seductress and like have you thinking about it before it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sexy.
I'm just like straight to the point with it. I'm not.
What are you trying to do?
Right.
Why you
I like you like me. Like take these off. Yeah. Like what are we doing?
Take these off. The niggas. Okay.
And when I try to be sexy, it's mad goofy. So let's just not even.
I don't recall me trying to be sexy.
I'm always gonna fall. I have a stutter, so even when I'm trying to say something sexy, I fuck it up. Like it's just like it's not happening.
Do you have a stutter during sex, or do you talk? Do you have quiet sex?
You're weird because you have full blown conversations, asking questions, and like actually expect an answer. Nah, it's more of like one liners. Oh fuck. Oh god.
I'm bored. Hello, talk to me.
So how's your day today? What you eat for lunch? Oh, ooh, good. Let's switch positions.
When's the last time you been here?
What do you think about men with podcasts? Just full blown conversations during sex.
Because you can be like, shut up. It's so fun.
No, I would almost like I'm not fucking her hard enough because she's really talking right now. You should be like talking in fragments.
So yeah, that's the mind game I play with you because you think like, oh, I'm not interested at all. So you give me everything you got, and I die. Yeah.
I get what I want. I'm dead.
So if you're perfect and all you do is cheat, like I would rather you cheat, like not cheat consecutively because then you don't like me at all. But if I find out like, oh, since we've been together the last few years, you've cheated like a couple times, different people. I feel like if it's the same girl, you like her too much.
Yeah.
So if you cheated here and there, it's like, but you did everything else. Like I could take that over you like ever having a period of time where I had to be the provider, or you were like really dirty and I always had to clean up behind you. Or if I called you, I can never count on you for anything, or I know not to call you at all because you can't help me in any way.
Yeah.
Like I can't have a conversation with you because you don't understand me, or your sex is terrible. Like if I had to take any L,
yeah,
that's the one I'm most comfortable taking out of all the L's that could come with a significant other, because at every point you end up settling. Like nobody is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
So if you are the perfect person in every way, but you just infidelity a little bit of the time, that is not that deep for me.
We just look at what's considered an L differently. I just feel like an L for me is like anybody being able to say that they've had you in the same capacity I had.
I just don't want it to be nobody I know.
I feel like that. I feel like at the bare minimum, like if you are gonna cheat, don't ever let me find out about it. Don't ever let it come back to me. Don't ever let a bitch be able to walk up to me and
make sure she's scared of you.
Yeah.
And she ain't gonna never reach out to me.
Yeah, like at least do that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not cool with any of it.
I mean, you shouldn't be cool.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't accept cheating, but people shouldn't accept a lot of things, and they accept them. So it's like, I can't tell you how to be, but if I had to accept anything, I would accept your cheating. So for Gabrielle Union paying every bill and taking care of the man and being the breadwinner,
I think context is important for that. Cause how did it get to that point? Was it a conversation where you was like, hey babe, I'm popping right now, I got these movies, you don't have to work, I'm cool with taking care of just be there if I need you to handle something. Right? So if that was the conversation, okay, I didn't stop working or I'm not paying bills because I just decided that I wanted to mooch off you. This was a conversation we had.
Right.
So the fact that you kind of told me it was okay and then turned around and be like, oh, like I pay everything so I should be able to do that's whack.
So to be a real person, I feel like for me it could go either way. If I was in her position, I feel like I could tell you like, hey, you don't have to do nothing. Sit down, chill, put your feet up. But at the same time, I'm going to look for any excuse to do what I want to do. And I know my man is at home sitting, chilling with his feet up off of my dime. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it.
I want the kind of man that even if I presented him with that proposition,
he would never.
I'm cool on that.
Because that's who you need to be with. That's
So I feel like if you're cool with like living off me, because I know like I don't want to. As much as I said I would love to be like a housewife and not have to work, that's not true. Like I wouldn't necessarily need to work a corporate job. I'll still have my own stuff. Like I'll be having my own business or just something I'm bringing to the table. I hate that conversation, but just something I could contribute if needed, like or if shit got dark, like I could hold us down.
Okay.
I feel like that's who I am. You have to also have that same energy. You should not be comfortable with me taking over everything.
And that's when you're gonna feel like cheating, when they don't have that same energy and you're out living your best life, taking care of everything. You gonna flash back to, hold on, you're not even on my level, so I can definitely cheat on you, and I'm about to cheat on you.
I just feel like if it gets to a point to where you feel like you have to cheat, because I feel like cheating has the implied like feeling or definition or vibe of like I'm doing something that I can't tell you about, right?
That's cheating.
So it's like I feel like if it ever gets to that point, let's just break up. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just break up, or let's at least have the conversation where I'm giving you the option to like still stay, or if we're gonna break up. Like if we have the conversation and I say, hey, I feel like this is where I am. These are the things that I feel like I need right now. Are you cool with still holding shit down? Are you still okay with being here? But don't make the decision for me, or for anybody else. If like you have to do it sneakily and cheat, essentially.
Cheers to being yourself in a relationship.
Cheers.
I feel like like that's the problem with relationships and why relationships don't last, because you go into it pretending to be something that you think they want you to be, and then that fights. You're constantly fighting with yourself about who you really are, and you want to go do your own thing, and you should go do your own thing.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, you have to let them know who you are and what it is that you want to do.
But that's like the selfishness of like, I want to have my cake and eat it too. I'm scared, or I'm not bringing this to you because I know that there's a possibility where you're not going to be cool with it, and then I won't have you anymore. So.
But which is worse, like me bringing it to you and us talking it out, or you finding out?
I would much rather be hurt because you kept it 100 with me. I would much rather me be hurt by the truth and honesty versus me being hurt because I feel betrayed and I feel lied to.
Because you're gonna be hurt either way.
You're gonna be hurt either way. I would much rather the first option.
Like, at least I know you a real one.
Yeah.
Like, you told me exactly.
Above all else, even if I'm hurt because you feel like you need outside at least I can still respect you at the end of the day because you had the decency to keep it real and like come to me and give me the option.
To find out. Because if I find out like my world is torn and no matter how we get through it, we will never get through it. Because I've always think you fake. Because you could have just told me.
You could have just said something.
I want to take another shot to just keep it real.
You're really wild. I feel like
I'm okay.
I can't feel my face, but I'm
Oh,
on
there.
there.
Oh, you didn't eat?
Kind of.
Did you eat?
So what I've been doing as of late is just like random like snacking. Like I won't like I don't eat a full meal of like I have a meat aside. This is me sitting down and eating. It's more of like, oh, I'm gonna eat this rice real quick. I'm gonna eat a couple wings real quick. Like,
so a filling snack.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like by the time I reach part 2 of my snack, the part 1 has worn off.
That's okay. You burned it off as you should have. So.
I want to start wearing my Apple Watch more and keeping track of my calories.
It don't work because I was on mine and I turned it on. I started the treadmill and I got going on the treadmill. I didn't stop until I was at a mile 0.05 on the treadmill, but the Apple Watch said I did 0.91.
Did you do the workout to say treadmill or you did it for something else?
I did it for indoor walk. So.
I was like, even if it doesn't track the, well, I don't know.
I think it's because I'm not moving my hands like this, because my hands are like this. So I'm just walking like this.
But doesn't it also go based off of like heart rate?
It should, but I've seen people put their Apple Watch on their ankle.
Yeah, it's not enough. I guess you gotta get like a wide
Will it not fit?
band.
Have you tried it?
No.
It might fit.
It probably will.
Yeah, because these are not, they're not like skinny girls, but they're putting them on there and they're doing, with the little treadmill under your desk thing. Yeah, so they do that all day. So I think ankle works.
New health is wealth segment. What are your goals fitness wise?
Let's say the next 3 months. I have a goal look in my head and I don't know what the look is, but I know when I see, I saw her in my dream. But I know when I see it, how it'll make me feel. And I don't feel that way as of yet. Yeah. So I'm not there. What is I don't have any. Like, I don't want to be able to lift crazy. I don't want to be. Yeah. I want to be able to work out without getting winded. That's my fitness goal. To be able to do a full workout, not get winded, still want to go like squat deeper, lift heavier, but to be able to give 150% when I work out and not be dead at the end of it. That's my goal.
That works. I have a real audio saver that's like, you say 3 months.
Yeah.
So I took like a video of beginning of it. By my birthday, I want to be able to say, okay, you've been sticking to the diet, you've been sticking to the water, you've been sticking to like showing up at the gym doing something, and it's like it's definitely a difference. Yeah. I think I was aggressive with I want to go back to this size now. It was like 25.
Thank you.
Maybe not. I don't know. But I just know that being on camera is humbling as fuck. That's why I wanted to wear the tank top today, because I wanted to see myself on camera and have it encourage me to do arm day more.
Would it?
It would. Because even now, like from the first video we did, I was like, oh yeah.
I want upper body strength real bad, but like I don't ever be like, I'm doing arms today.
I don't even need the strength. Just give me the tonedness of it.
Yeah, I'm over it. I just
This is why I need a trainer to be like, yeah, you can feel like you're over it, but guess what, we're doing it today.
Trainers cost. And trainers, I don't like trainer hours.
It's
5, 6 a.m.
Do you believe in the concept? This is a good question. So, do you believe in the concept of like your work day should start at 5? Like, do you believe in the like a successful person wakes up at this time, gets this amount of things done by this time, da 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 da? Do you believe in that?
It depends. Different industries give different things. Like, what is success? Like, what are you trying to make? Because there's no hour for making money. You can make money from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m.
Yeah.
So your day doesn't have to start at 5, but I do understand you can't sleep 8 hours because you're missing what is that, a fourth or a quarter?
Either way, a significant amount. But I don't sleep anyway. I just feel
A
like
third.
I feel like my sleep schedule is already conducive of what a successful person needs to be. Like as far as like I have more active hours throughout the day.
You
than
take
I
naps.
I take power nap. I could take a 30-minute power nap and I'm straight.
And you're functional,
Yeah, functional. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm functional. I'm really lazy. I need to stop being lazy. But I feel like when I go to, it's probably because I'm mental. So I feel like when I go to sleep, I need that sleep to quiet my mind because my mind is always on a million.
Yeah.
So I need my sleep, but I'm cool maybe waking up at 5.
It's aggressive. I don't go to sleep until like 2 or 3.
But I could go to bed at like 11. I feel like if going to bed by 11 to 5, 6 hours, that's enough.
I feel like if you're in bed by 12, you can wake up at 6 and start doing some shit.
Yeah, I'm always usually now still up till 12, 1 o'clock, and I'm okay with getting up at 6:37.
And I like how you politely be like, yeah, you're up too late. You be like, yeah, I'm up for a second or two. What do you need? You need to get to the point.
Because I need to wind down. I need to go to bed because it's terrible. If I don't get at least my 6-7 hours, then I'm in the bed the whole next day. I'm old. These bones is tired. You heard it popping. Like I'm going.
That was me. So like, first of all, shout out to all the like video editors and people that like do stuff like that. Because I had to do it for the first episode, and you'll see. I'm an amateur. You'll see if you watch it.
But the job done.
But it gets the job done. You know what I'm saying? It looks decent. But like, I stayed up. I was up until like 6:45 on Thursday, right? Then I had to be at work Thursday morning at 10 a.m. So I really only slept for like a couple hours. Then even throughout my work day at my 9 to 5, I'm still trying to figure out editing. But I was like taking power naps. Like every break I had, I slept.
You're so strong.
I mean,
but you get it done.
Good. This is why. So I'm a procrastinator. We talked about this. I don't get shit done unless I feel like the pressure is on and I gotta get it done.
Correct.
But I get it done. Like I have to feel that pressure, but I'm also like exhausting myself.
So, which is gonna push you to do your best? Do you want to rest and be well rested and just block out some time and I'll get this done between here and here, or do you want to wait till last minute and crank it out because you know for a fact you're gonna crank it out?
Both, because I feel like if I do it last minute and I crank it out, it's definitely gonna get done. But I feel like if I had the like grace period time to kind of go back in and tweak things, like change that, like it would be better.
Okay.
But I feel like when I'm given a task and I know it has to be done by this time, like I'm gonna get it done. And I like that I'm the comeback kid and you can call on me in the fourth quarter and I'm gonna make it happen. Like I like that. But I would like to be able to allow myself time to like reach this level of perfection I feel like I need to have.
And you can have if you want to have it, but in order to get something you've never done, you have to do something. Hey man, say man.
That's what's happening.
And then this is perfect. So we'll close out with this shot to. Did I pick the last one or did you? I think I did. Okay, so you can go ahead.
Wait, go ahead with what?
With the shot. What is the shot to?
This shot is to reach imperfection.
To showing them how perfect you are.
Ooh, perspective.
I was 4 or 5. At least you had clothes on. It's spicy.
That was alright. So, do we have anything else we had to bring up, or we done here?
That was all I had.
Alright, me too. Alright. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Nina. This is Mo. This is
Like, share, subscribe, help us. I mean, we want to grow, we want to do better, but we need your support. So support us in any way. If you want the Cash App, I can put the link in bio.
Yeah, all right, good stuff. Shout out to y'all. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.